You know the type of guy that was a jock in high school but ended up becoming a huge nerd? You know, someone that's not afraid to make a fool of themselves on the internet. And someone that likes to shoot Polaroid a little too much. Did I say huge nerd? You know, just an ordinary, everyday guy. Well, that's me. I'm just another Chris.
What's going on, everybody? We're back live streaming. What's going on? I mean, not to the fullest capabilities, unfortunately. Oversight on my part. I planned on doing this live stream today, but totally forgot to order a long enough cable to take my, my little comments button and my switchers and all that stuff to be able to, have it out in the main studio, which is out there. It's not actually set up right now because the lights are all messed up, but I still wanted to go live, so we're just hanging out in my office today. I got some stuff in the mail. I thought about showing it off to you and maybe just chat, hang out for a bit. I haven't checked in on the YouTube's live streaming, that is, in a little while. So let's hang out, let's chat, let's see what's going on with y'all. Oh, that airplane wing shot was cool. Oh, you're talking about the carousel of photos? Thank you so much. I need to update those, actually. Those are from like last year. All those photos, pretty much. And, well, no, those photos are from, like, the last couple of years. I haven't put any new ones from this year in, actually. But, yes, we got some few people in the house. Hey, what's going on? I need to update my comments. They're kind of small. There's some tweaking that needs to be done. I had to reset up everything because, I moved my studio from my room at my house to my full freaking production studio headquarters. So there we go. What's up? What's going on, everybody? Let's chat. Let's hang out. Let's have some fun. I've got some cool things I want to talk about and show y'all. So why not we just get into it? I'm going to show you. I don't even know where to start. This is close. I was at the buying something. I wish I could. Oh, so it's in the studio. It's going to actually replace that TV. It's another TV. But I was at meeting up with this guy the other day, buying this thing on Facebook Marketplace, and we met up at a Goodwill, so I just happened to pop in and see if they had anything. And they actually had a couple things, which is kind of cool. I picked up a Pentax Zoom 70R 35mm. It's I got autofocus. It's pretty sweet. I don't know if it works, but it was $5, so I figured why not? That's pretty cool. I know it's not instant photography. That's pretty much what we talk about here on this channel, but we got some other people. Yo, what's up? Awesome cameras. What's going on? Was that Azul? What's going on? Oh yeah, baby. Let's see some goodies. I got some good stuff. I got some really good stuff. What is happening? Greetings from Germany? Wow, that's far. I'm not in Germany, but how's it going? How's it going? Yeah, so that was pretty sweet. I always check. I'm sure if you buy these used cameras, you're always checking too. But I always check the film compartment, in hopes that I find something, something in there, and just never know what you're gonna get when you develop it. But what I also found, which I thought was kind of overpriced for a Goodwill, you know, if you've been to Goodwill recently, you know. But I got this Sony Handycam, little Digicam action. How cool is this? It was $20 though. But the reason I bought it was because it's kind of cool. And it has night vision, by the way. It's pretty sweet. But it powered on. The battery was still fully charged. So I could actually test it out and see it working. How cool is that? I'll probably do a video on this because I love using these old types of cameras in modern days, as you guys know. But it's a high 8 camera. Look at that. Oh, it takes me back to high school. I didn't use high 8 though. I used mini DV, but it operated the same way. So freaking sweet. It was $20, which I think is pretty expensive for a Goodwill thing. So when I found this for $5, I was like, okay, I can justify. I paid $25 for both, and I can divide it up in my own head and justify it that way. But I might do a video on this. I'm not sure. I am going to start doing some random, not as fully produced videos over on Patreon though. Just some quicker things, just some random stuff that I think that's cool that might not fit on the main channel. I might start popping over there. I really want to do that. I got some just random things around, so I really want to do that. Let's see here. Oh, I love Goodwill. I do love and hate Goodwill. And Jenna, by the way, your print is in the mail as of yesterday, by the way. Thank you so much. Sorry for the short delay. I had an issue with the print shop. I had to reorder the print, but it's in the mail. It's coming your way. If you're the right Jenna that I'm thinking of. I'm pretty sure it's you. What's going on? We got so many people. Greetings from Ohio. I'm actually going to Ohio. More on that in a few minutes. Wow, we got some... I can't read that language. What's going on? It didn't translate. Greetings from Kentucky. Wow. What is this? I love finding old film and secondhand cameras, but I worry about finding the picture. I know, but that's the best part. You never know what you're gonna get. It could be creepy. It could be really, really bad. It could be just normal family photos. You never know. It's kind of fun and exciting. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Oh, but handycams are so cool cameras despite their dated 2000s look. I actually like the dated 2000s look. It's pretty cool. And I do want to start incorporating these more into even the main videos, just for like B-roll shots, establish something. I think they're fun. And actually I do have something else. Actually, I got a lot of stuff I'm going to show you. Not a lot, but a few. Right around this corner. Hang on. Hang on. I'll be right back. Oh, hey, what's up, Paco? That's Paco. Paco the Taco. My good buddy Caleb, he found this at a garage sale for $5. It has a bag full of accessories. It's a high 8 camera as well. It's a Handycam Sport. This is ridiculous. Look at this. It's like a bazooka or something. It's like Schwarzenegger should be using this to shoot down like a nuclear missile or something. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. I think it's pretty cool. But I love this stuff. It's just ridiculous. Not practical, but it's fun. PA, what's going on from Pennsylvania? That's pretty sweet. Just visited the U.S. East Coast last week for the first time. I never got to visit a Goodwill. Where are you at? Did I miss that? Or were you the one from Germany? It is that, Jenna. Thank you so much. And if you guys don't know what we're talking about, I actually just put up, or started to sell prints, photo prints of some people. First time people got me, or a lot. I never had many people actually message me for photo or copies or prints of my photos before. But the previous video that I just released on this channel a week or so ago, a lot of people commented and was like, "Hey, can I get that? Can I get some of those photos?" And so they're up on the website. Link should be in the description if you guys are interested. UPA. I shot some double 8. Wow, that's pretty cool. Wow, comments coming in so fast. Wow. Good thing I'm wearing pants. Yeah, I had to put on pants specially for this stream, unfortunately. But fun fact though, when I might be too personal, I don't know. But when my studio was at my house, I worked there. You know, that's where the base of operations has been since the dawn of time. Yeah, I didn't wear pants much. I mean, I wear like sweatpants or shorts, stuff like that. But now it's kind of weird. I have to wear like mostly clothes when I show up to work. Yeah. Man, I wish I could find old cameras in places like Goodwill, mostly just old. So I rarely find anything at Goodwill. That's why I was very surprised when I found these two things a couple days ago. I was very surprised. It doesn't happen very often. I don't frequent Goodwills as much as I used to. I used to go all the time, especially when I was a kid growing up. And my parents, we would go there, find stuff. We would resell stuff, but also just find good stuff for ourselves. But usually, I don't find anything at Goodwill much these days. It's kind of picked over. It doesn't help that I used to teach people how to do that. I used to have another YouTube channel where I taught people how to buy, sell, and trade and source stuff at Goodwill and things. So, yeah, I think that caught on. I'm not taking credit for that because there's a lot of people that do it, but I was among the people that were trying to teach people how to do it. Would the Polaroid Now be a good starter camera? Yes, just don't get the Now Plus. The Now is great, but if you are wanting to get into the craft or the hobby for the first time, I tell people to go and grab themselves a Fuji Instax mini camera. It's the cheapest option. The cameras they make, there's so many of them. You can pick those up on like OfferUp, Facebook Marketplace. If Craigslist is still around in your area, maybe there, but you can pick them up for super cheap, $20-$30, and then the pack of film will run you 20 photos. Go to Walmart. Somehow, I don't know how, but they do. They get the best deals on mini film. It's like $13, $14 for a pack of 20. It's the cheapest option to get started. That's what I tell people. But if you insist on getting a Polaroid camera, then yes, the Now would be a great camera to do, or even the Go. The Go camera is pretty good. Just much smaller on the photo size. There's a running gag in Germany that the town in Bayfield doesn't exist. There's even a Tom's. What is happening? Did I step in on a conversation? A side combo? You need to come to Arkansas to take pictures. It's pretty... Arkansas. Isn't it just like flatlands over there? I'm thinking Nebraska. I've never been over there in that area. Ooh. Here's a good one. I started with a 600 impulse on bank account. Has hated me since. Trust me. Wait, up there. I can't. It's mirrored. Trust me. I know. Bank account loves me today. I just dropped like $100 on film today at Best Buy. Yo, why the hate? Have you not seen my video? I think I've done 2 videos. 3 videos? Gosh, I did a few of them. I'm actually going to update one coming soon. The camera's trash. Just saying. If you don't know, the quick backstory is I did a full in-depth review of this thing. I put it through its test. Ran like 6-7 packs through it. Indoors, it does pretty good. With the flash on, you get some photos. Outside, everything's overexposed. It's garbage. I talked to Polaroid about it. They were like, we don't know. Everything's fine. So I got on a Zoom call with them, though. They wanted to talk to me. And they sent me another camera. Granted, I paid for this camera. They opened theirs and said they tested it. I got it back, and it's still overexposed, and the focusing doesn't really work. And then that was the end of that. So I paid $150 for a used camera, and then it doesn't really work at all, period. That's lovely. Don't get that camera. Read the comments as well if you don't believe me on that video, and there's hundreds of more people that will say the same thing, that camera sucks. My first camera, your first one. First camera was an SX70. That's a great camera to start with. Which one, SLR or like the box one? I don't think you can see it. That one. It's mirrored. That one right there, if you can see it right there. But still, great camera to start up with. Ooh, yeah, you can get caught up. No, you don't need to. But yeah, that's the kind of the side story. It's not very good. So I tell people to go get the Now. Now's great. The thing works. I've never had any problems with that. Or just find a One Step Plus, because the Now Plus just replaced that one, and it's basically the same camera. It supposedly has autofocus when it works. It's not autofocus in the sense of true autofocus. It's zone focusing, so it just picks between two lenses. Then, like the Now Plus, the One Step Plus, it has two lenses as well, but it's manual. You have to flick the top little switch. I got a couple of them back there. Man, I keep going to the wrong side. There we go. So I just tell people to get that, and even that one sometimes can be underexposing a little bit, but that one, it just takes a little practice. Shoot a couple times and you'll learn it. However, the new Now Plus, that thing's just overexposed and it's terrible. Sorry, need to catch up. It's going to be a northwest side. What are you talking about? Oh, you're talking about, I think you're having a conversation with somebody else. So that's fine. Hey, what's going on, Brian? I really don't like the Now Plus, exactly. One Step Plus, or whatever it's called, is more gooder. It totally is. Their autofocus is not there yet. Yeah, the regular Now autofocus works great. But if you want to stick with the vintage cameras, get a Sun 660. It's pretty much the Now, but it's cooler looking. I have one back there. It's way cooler. I'll just grab it. Since I'm right here, and I have the capabilities. Oh, it's at the top. Of course it's at the top. I have to stand up. This lovely one. Oh, yeah, look at that. Oh, yeah. Yeah, this is basically a Now. Not the Now Plus, but a Now. It has autofocus and flash, all that stuff, but it uses 600 film, not I-type. But yeah, super cool camera. I love this thing. Yeah. That's not even all my cameras, in case you're wondering. I got some on the set out there. My Impulse out there. It's on display. Oh, SLR. If I didn't catch that already. Yes, nice. When you make it back to Ohio, I suggest you visit the Hartfell Flea Market. I've heard of that, but I have never been. So quick note on that. I'm 99% sure I'm making it out there. Actually, no, that's happening. Let me back up. I'm going to Ohio, totally. In September, I believe. I'm going to try and make that happen. Early October. The one thing I'm trying to make happen, in addition to that, is going to PolaCon in Denton, Texas. That's empty-ish. I'm thirsty. I want to go to PolaCon. I was hoping to go to the one in San Francisco earlier this year. Yeah, it was this year. Couldn't make it. You can see my pants again. Yeah, wearing pants. I didn't take them off yet. That's a whole other website. Just kidding. But yeah, I want to go to PolaCon. I think it'd be pretty cool. I emailed, was it Instant Film Community or Society, wherever they are? I emailed them last night to get some info on it. Haven't heard from them yet. But I want to make that happen. And from there, I'm going to jump over to Ohio, hang out with Dave, my good buddy Dave, Not Top. If you're in the house, shout out to you. Hang out with you, and then fly home. But that's going to be a trip, I tell you. I got a lot of fun plans, though, in between of all of that. It's going to be a crazy amount of content and video and projects I want to shoot in when I do this, though. I got to plan that out pretty soon, actually. Ever had a Twinkie? Yes, many years ago. I haven't had any in recent times. But yes, the Impulse is a great camera. I think. I mean, technically I've only used one once. That was this past weekend, actually. I own one, like I said, but it doesn't work properly. It's the blue. Yeah, it's the blue version. The kind of it's not the rarest. It's like the most common rarest one, if that even makes sense. There's a yellow and then a green. Those are like the highest ones. They're really, really rare. And then the blue one is the lowest rare one. I digress. But I got it. The flash doesn't work. I don't know if you guys remember me talking about that. I'm very bummed. It doesn't fire flash always. So I guess I could use it outside, but I've never done it yet. I want to fix it, though. I want to like reskin it with something. I don't know what you're talking about. Don't know what you're talking about. But here now, it's mail time. I'm gonna show you the rest of the stuff. This is the main thing that I got in the mail. I'm actually pretty excited about. This is pretty sweet. This is by a company called Davoom. Ooh, look at that. How cool is that? I tried it out the other day. Did I? Cool, it's still plugged in. I kind of tested it out a little bit. It's pretty sweet. I'm not sure exactly where I'm going to put it just yet, but it's pretty cool. It's a counter, like for like subscribers and all that stuff, but it also displays other like digi art and things. I don't know how to explain exactly what it is. It's like a pixel digital frame, but it's not just a normal screen. Like the screen is like a digital pixelation. I don't know how to explain it, but I'm gonna turn it on. I'm gonna show you how cool it is. Yeah, I saw this and I actually reached out to the company to see about checking it out, and it was already in my possession practically by the time I finished the email. They were so enthusiastic about me checking it out for them. Oh yeah, so I have the YouTube preloaded. Look at that. Come on, get the Wi-Fi. There we go. It's pretty sweet. We're almost at 10K. It's pretty sweet. I'm pretty excited. My goal was to hit 10,000 by the end of the year, and I think I'm going to do that. I think that's going to happen. If you remember last year, I was trying to hit 5,000 by the end of last year, and I did that. So I was like, I'm going to double it next year. So I'm almost there. And then after that, I'm going to double it again. That's a tough one. But yeah, so this isn't just a what do you call it? A counter for YouTube. There's an app. You can actually create your own like art and draw. And then there's a whole community of people that have created stuff for it, and it's pretty sweet. I had some in here. I'm trying to figure out how to get it back. Dang, I don't remember. It's not like too, like, I don't know, it's kind of confusing. I think it just takes some time for me to figure out how to use it. But when you go, there's like a whole gallery of like what people has made, and you just like tap one. Like let's do this one. It should. There it goes. Yeah, it's already just on my thing. It's kind of sweet. I think it's cool. And then you can go into this. Where is it? You can like draw, and then it's on here. Look at that. How cool is that? Like, I mean, I'm not an artist. The best I can do is like, you know, classic stick figure action. And then you can also animate it somehow, but I'm not sure how to do that stuff yet. I gotta sit down and figure it out. I think it's cool, fun though. Like that. Ooh, it's a little slow. It's kind of cool. It's going through the Wi-Fi and everything. It's pretty sweet, and I think it's fun. And thank you. I think it's pronounced Davoom. Davoom. Pretty sure, but that was fun. Exciting. I also, it's too big to show, but and I don't have it here right now. G-Force, it's a e-bike company. They wanted me to shoot them a promo video for their bike. I actually might do a review video on that, and I know it seems like a weird thing to do on this channel, but it gets me outside more and wanting to shoot instant photography more. I can get to places I just didn't have the ambition to go to because I'd have to like walk 10,000 miles, and now I have this like e-bike. I can like just like ride up to these places, and so I think it'd be kind of an interesting video. Let me know what you guys think. Oh yeah. So mine actually does have the attachment lens. It has the one of them. It's like a splitter one. It's kind of cool. I really want to use it, but I can't use it to its full capabilities, sadly. Yes, It's exactly it. Oh, that's cool. Like that Pixel backpack. That's by them. That's by them too. And they have a fanny pack too. And they have a few other like products that are the same sort of thing, just like on a smaller scale. Those is kind of a neat. It's like a miniature computer that is a Bluetooth speaker as well, and it displays the Digi stuff or Pixel stuff. It's pretty sweet. Oh yeah. So I did. There really wasn't that much. So at all. So I wanted to like figure out how to animate like maybe just a Polaroid camera with ejecting a photo. I got to figure out how to do that. I might put it on in the main set out there, like on the back wall during the shows, but I gotta see how it looks on the camera because there's a different camera out there, and in the shutter speed I gotta make sure it matches, it doesn't flicker. I don't think it will because it didn't flicker on this camera, so I think we're good. So that's kind of a neat test. Yeah, totally is. Dude, there's some cool ones. I wonder, I saved one to my phone, and I don't know why. I was trying to show you on there, but it didn't save to the device, so I gotta figure out what's going on with that. Where is it? It's like a really cool space guy. Oh, here we go. Check it out. It's like this animated, like, space guy. Isn't that cool? I know, I think it's cool. Oop, wrong button. What's up? What's going on? Hey Chris, have you heard about this new reusable 3D printed Spectra cartridge? I would imagine it's just an empty cartridge that you reload with 600 film. If that's the case, that's pretty sweet. I have not heard about that, but it doesn't surprise me. There's so many cool 3D printed stuff out there, and I actually have a workshop back there with 3D printers and things that's not being used currently, and I want to get back into that stuff and start making things. But that's pretty sweet. Right now, I have a empty pack of Spectra cartridge, like a regular one, and I use it in sometimes. I haven't used it in a while, but I have that that guy, which is the SLR. What's that called? The SLR5 something. I don't remember. It's got a weird name, but it's for like medical field and stuff, and you can get like some super cool photos with it. But it's a Spectra camera only. Did a video on it last year. Oh, they sent you an e-bike too? That's pretty sweet. It's pretty cool. Yeah, I got it. I got to shoot him a promo. Greetings from France. What's going on? I have an SX70 and I find it quite difficult to use the exposure wheel. Interesting. Well, I need to know your situation, what you're trying to do, because there's so many variables with that. Are you trying to shoot it indoors, outside, cloudy days, sunny days? Are you shooting into the sun? Is the sun behind you? In the shade? Things like that. Let me know. I'll try to do my best to give you the information you need. Maybe keep the brightness low if you're doing that. Good idea. Are you talking about the sign thingy? What is it called? You should remember. The Davoom. What is the actual model name of this? Pixo 64. Pixoo. Pixel Art Cloud Frame. That's what they're marketing it as. Pretty cool. That is a cool animation. Totally it is. Okay, check this out. Those are most of what I got in the mail. I have something still coming in the mail that I want to talk about. It's not as crazy as... it's crazy for me. So, some of you may know, some of you may not know. I've been around the YouTubes for quite some time. In front of the camera and also behind the camera. I've been a part of multiple different channels over the years. And right now, one of my main clients that I work with closely is a company called Live Streaming Pros, and we teach people how to live stream, effectively with high production value and new strategies to implement it to like run businesses and grow your channel, blah blah blah, all that cool stuff. I build studios for people across the country in conjunction with that, and that's just one of the things I do. I do a lot of different type of stuff. And this channel, what you're watching this on, is kind of my personal hobby channel, if you will, where I just get to kind of do things for myself, and then hang out with you guys and interact with like-minded individuals with, my crafts and hobbies like instant photography and whatnot. A few years ago, actually in 2015, I started shooting a documentary that turned into a web series. It was my first ever real attempt at doing anything with, social media or not social media. Rephrase that. Content creation. How about that? Because I did social media for my business, because I used to own a retail store, so I did plenty of that. But I wanted to create this show, or this documentary that turned into a show on the internet, and I learned a lot from all that stuff, interviewing people, traveling, things like that. Well, flash forward several years, so this would have been like 2020, I announced this, which was the master collection of the show that I did. Toy Kings Master Collection, Season 1. And I was going to pack it full of extras, things I never released. The main show was like going to people's houses. I'd interview them and talk about their collecting, like show off their collecting habit. Or not really the habit, that came later actually. It was just showing off their toys pretty much, because I owned a toy store. So it was showing off their like toy collections and interviewing them a little bit and get to know them and why they like to do what they do, which is collect a lot of stuff and spend a lot of money. I find that fascinating. So I did 6 episodes of it, and then that was the end of it. And then the channel continued on with other stuff. But this is something that I knew I had an idea. I knew I had something with this. So I wanted to pursue it, and so I tried to do a documentary called The Collector's Mind that didn't quite go so well. But I'll get to that in just a second. I had a little bit of funding for it, but things happened and got pulled, and the interest of people that wanted to be a part of this documentary, they lost interest. I had actually a doctor, a specialist in like hoarding. That she was also on a part of A&E on hoarders themselves. She was interested. I talked to her briefly and wanted me to come out and interview her, but she pulled the plug on that last minute. So that project got shelved a little bit. I filmed some of it, but it just wasn't good. It was not what I wanted. Because I'm one person, and I try to bring some people to help me, but they not to their fault of any kind. They just don't know how to, I just don't know anyone locally that knows how to like run a camera, or run lights and audio and all that stuff. So it's just me trying to do everything and teach them along the way, and it just didn't work out very well. So the project got shelved again, and then I was contacted by a video production company that Wired Magazine was hiring them because they're being hired by a network. That's how it all works in this industry. This network wanted to have a show, and they didn't know. They had a brief idea of what it was, so they hired somebody else, which was Wired Magazine. And Wired's like, "Yep, we'll produce it." So they hire somebody else, and they saw this, and this is a long like workaround to this, but they saw Toy Kings. They're my original idea, and they contacted me and wanted to politely steal my idea. Because I not only did that, but I also did like buy-sell trading stuff, like I briefly mentioned earlier in this live stream, where I taught people how to live stream, or excuse me, I taught people how to like buy, sell, and trade, like I did at my store. So they wanted to do my Toy King show and then my Flipping Geeks, I was calling it, combine them the two and produce this show in the Pacific Northwest, no less, where I am located. And make this show and produce a pilot episode. I was on many calls with them. I did Zoom calls, and one of them felt like an audition. I even was potentially offered a producing opportunity for the show, because I just wanted to be a part of it regardless, because this has been an idea I've had since forever. But they've since ghosted me again, which is sad. I was really looking forward to that, hoping that would happen. They were already filming the pilot without me, and I wouldn't have been able to have been brought on until it got taken to series, basically. So if the network liked it enough, they're like, okay, we'll give money to us. That's when I would potentially be brought in to potentially be the host of it, even. That was briefly talked about. But mostly kind of behind the scenes. either way, it would have been an amazing opportunity. But I haven't heard from him in a while, so maybe the pilot didn't do very well and it's not getting picked up. But all that to say, all comes back to this thing, the very first thing that I ever did. I was on to something, and I knew it then. I'm still not done. I am not giving up on this. So in 2020, though, I never fulfilled a. And this has honestly been nagging at me ever since, because I've never been able to fulfill my promise. Is that the right thing? I sold pre-orders of these. Didn't sell many. I sold like 5. But I've never sent them, and I feel so bad. So this past few days, this past week actually, I've been putting together the discs to finally get them out. I didn't sell enough to get them made professionally, and that's what happened. That's the bottleneck that I ran into. I was needing to sell 25 minimum to have them professionally made, and didn't sell that many of them. And so I've been making them myself, but they're actually I'm not done yet. It's gonna be a 2-disc set, and what's coming in the mail is the labels and stuff that I to make all these, and I got to order up new covers because I'm packing this full of. I think right now I'm at about 6 hours of bonus stuff, episodes, things I've shelved. Not the other documentary. That's something else that I'm also working on the side that I will be releasing. I got to figure out where I'm going to put it. They're just going to be released as episodes because I interviewed about 5 different people. Oh hey, what's up, Dr. Elo? What's going on, man? I just looked over and saw you. What's going on? I'll get to some of you guys' other comments in a second, but I just wanted to kind of talk about that for a second because this is a project that I'm super passionate about, and I've been trying for years to get it off the ground because it's never quite been done before. Like we always see stuff on TV when we like for instance like American Pickers and stuff, when they go to these houses of these people and they're like all this stuff and they're like, wow, that's so cool, look at this is amazing, how much you want for it? And then some people are hoarders, right? They got this piles and piles of stuff. They never focus on the individual, they always focus on the stuff. And I want to do that, but turn the camera a little bit on the person and find out why. Why do people have this stuff? Why do you collect? Why do we have shelves of cameras? Why do we have just boxes and boxes of stuff just sitting around? And it's fun to listen to people, or not fun may not be the right word, but it's very interesting and intriguing to me to hear people's, I don't want to say reasoning or justifications because that's probably a little too harsh, but just like hearing their story of why they have this stuff is very fascinating to me. Or just the stuff that they have in general. Like there's people out there that collect masonry bricks or like cast iron pans and just there's an Amazon box collector out there. It's so fascinating, and that's really want to get this back off the ground again. So this is not a sales thing. I'm not selling this to you at all because it's not even ready. But I just want to let people know about, hey, that stuff's still coming. So if you've been around this long, because the original sale of this was done on this channel. I did a 12-hour live stream event here. And that was so much fun. And I did play copyrighted content, and I knew that would get flagged. I didn't know it'd get blocked, so no one can see the 12-hour stream anymore. I have it downloaded as a low resolution, but some of it was recorded by me during the stream, and that's going to be on that disc. I know that's a lot of information that I just threw at you that has no relevance to instant photography, but I do try to utilize instant photography in my other works, like this stuff right here. Like I use it as B-roll or telling stories and stuff. So I know there's a lot of creators out there that show how cameras work, but they don't implement it into their actual products. And also kind of goes along with other content creators that teach you how to like do B-roll sequences or editing and things like that, but they're not actually doing it themselves outside of teaching it. So I shoot instant photography, but I also try and incorporate it into bigger stuff and things I create. But anyway, that was a tangent, wasn't it? Yeah, anyway. I just want to get a little bit of that off my chest because it's been nagging me for about a year and a half. I was supposed to deliver these in March of 2021. So it's been a little while. It's been a little while, but I haven't forgotten it. All right, let's go back to the. Here we go. Oh yes, there we go. Yes, I have, and I want one. But man, are they expensive? They are really expensive, but really cool, really really neat. But also, I don't know if they really mention this too much, but maybe you don't know this too. Those photos, when you shoot it, they will be inverted. So if you take a picture with anything that has text on it, it's gonna be backwards. No way around it. It's just how Polaroids expose. So just keep that in mind. I've got to go before I was wondering if you ever heard of the Nons. So yes. I've talked to them about maybe working together, but they told me directly they don't work with creators. Which that's kind of false. So I don't know, that's just what they told me. I would love to test some of their cameras out, but it's a hard justification because those are, like the new Square camera, I want to say is what, $600? I think? Something like that. It's really expensive for an instant photography camera. I mean, I really would love to get my hands on that Mint RF70, but man, again, another really expensive. That's hard to swallow. I mean, it's $1,000 camera. So yeah, I wish. If you can't wait for a review, the YouTube channel In an Instant did a review already. Which one? Which one did he do? Hey, what's up, Paul? What's going on, man? Dog. Yeah, you saw Paco? That's Paco. He walks around. What's up, Paco? Paco. Nah, he's probably lounging on the couch in the front. He's just pacing back and forth. I know he caught my eye too. Yeah, the dog. He steals the show. Here's a photo of him. I took a couple days ago. He's a hard one to get a photo of. This is going to sound bad, but he's black. His fur is black, so it's really hard to get a photo of him. But he was sitting on my orange couch out front, so it kind of helped a little bit. But yeah, he's a tough one to get a photo of. Yeah. So, I was curious which one are you talking about, Ruby? I know he's done a bunch of stuff. That's how I know. That if you're talking about Nons, I think that's how you pronounce it. They say they don't work with creators. I know he did a video on it, so I just don't understand why they would tell me that. Yeah, these frames, I gotta say, I have been kind of an SLR snob for the past couple years. And this past couple of months, I've been really, really enjoying shooting I-type cameras. Don't know why, but these frames though. This is from an I-type camera, by the way. This isn't an SLR. Let me zoom in. Ooh, come on. There we go. Get some light in there. This is with the Stranger Things camera. I mean, that's pretty freaking sharp for a plastic lens. But like, I've been really, really enjoying shooting some I-type lately, which is weird for me. I really enjoy my SLR cameras, but man, especially that Stranger Things camera. I don't know, something about that one. It produces great photos. I'm planning on a 1-step 2 versus 1-step 2, aka the Stranger Things edition one, and I want to do a direct comparison and see the differences, because I know that 1-step 2 was the Stranger Things one was like one of the last iterations of the final updates, because they kind of did new updates per one, and they did a flash update on that. But whatever else they did to that camera, man, it produces gorgeous photos. And so I want to find an older one and do like a side-by-side comparison. I think it'd be pretty sweet and pretty cool. Never work with pets or children. I don't know. Paco's pretty good. He's taken a many, many years, though, to allow me to take a photo of him. I used to have to get really sneaky. At my house where my studio used to be, I would set up my SLR camera on a remote, and he has a perch. He loves looking out the window. And so my desk was near the window, so I would set up my camera on a tripod with a remote shutter, and I'd just be working, waiting, guessing the frame of where he might be just to snag a photo of him. But now he's kind of coming around. I've tried to take a lot of photos of him, and he usually allows me a few seconds before, and then he loses interest. And he's like, I'm out of here, and he'll run away. But you usually get a few seconds of an opportunity to snap a photo of him. Yeah, okay, yeah. So yeah, he did do a video on that. I did see that. It is a cool camera. Wait, the SL42. That's the is that the mini one or is that the square one? But I think he's done videos on both of them, which is fine. But I don't know why Nas was telling me otherwise. Am I out of focus? I am out of focus. There we go. We're in focus. Cool. Just was gonna ask what the differences are. Oh, and the iType cameras. They did the very last one they did flash update. It's like brighter, and then I know there's like the VF models, which is the viewfinder. VF means viewfinder. If you've ever seen that, the original one didn't have a viewfinder. It was just like a cutout square. Why would they do that? I have no idea, but they did. There's other small variances, but I want to do a side-by-side comparison for sure. Love your channel. It's got me into photography. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate that, and I apologize to your wallet. Mine hates me. Mine really hates me. I also got this. Oh my gosh. How did I forget? I got this on Facebook Marketplace. It's ridiculous. I couldn't pass it up. And then when I bought it, I was like, you know what? I should probably look this up. This might be worth a lot of money. Sure enough, it is. I got this for $40. Freaking ridiculous that is. I'm gonna do a video on it. I meant to do one last week, but it didn't happen. Yeah, this goes for like $100 some. It's crazy. But yeah, I got that. I got this recently. It wasn't in the mail though. It was on Facebook Marketplace. Maybe I should just start a new thing saying, like, Marketplace show off time. I don't know how to figure out a name. You guys are having this little convo. You're live streaming right now, Paul? How are you live streaming and talking to me? But either way, multitask. That's awesome. My dog will not look at me when the camera is out. He knows phone, camera, whatever. He looks elsewhere. Yeah. So Paco, he would literally run away in fear. Now he'll like kind of look at me for a second and then look away, or just kind of get up and walk away. I usually get about 3-4 seconds. But when he puts on his costume, like I didn't just do that because of any reason. I mean, he looks good. I mean, you saw him. He's pretty cool with that on. But he actually really loves wearing it. So I'll grab his harness to like take him for a walk, or he knows, hey, we're going somewhere. He gets super excited. But he'll try to run away when you put it on. Same with the leash. He's really excited. He knows what that means, and he means we're going somewhere. But like he'll like lay down and kind of like, oh gosh, I don't want to put this on. But when I grab the taco costume, he comes running over, tail wagging, sits all proper. It's like, yes, put this on me. And he just lets me put it on. It's weird. And it must be like a security thing, because he's much more calm when he wears it. So when I was first bringing him here to the studio, I would put it on him to get him used to the new place. He is a rescue, so sometimes I swear he gets PTSD from stuff. Like he has to. Like there's just been. That's a whole other side tangent. But anyway, that's that. I had 2 cats that I always took photos of. One would get upset if you only took a pic. That's cats for you, though. I also have a cat, but that's a story for another day. Oh my gosh, I don't know what you're saying. Oh my gosh, too, but that's okay. LOL. I saw that in. Oh, you're talking about the mini camera. I know. I saw that in, I think, Walmart a couple years ago. Yeah, I don't think it's that old, but I know it's worth a lot of money. More than $40 that I paid for it. And luckily it was I was on my way home, and it was like right next to my house. It was kind of crazy. Or another box store. Yeah, I don't know exactly where it was sold. I never saw it in stores, but I know it wasn't. I don't think it was that long ago. It is a mini 8 though. It's not a 9, so it's at least 4 years old. I think. I want to say it's Instax mini 8. Yeah, it's ridiculous. It's got some scuffs, but I think I can clean that up a little bit. Pretty sure it's got a few scuffs, but how ridiculous is that? And then this didn't get in the mail, but it was a little while ago. Dave, he got me into this one. Yeah. It's a VTech camera, but it's a thermal camera. Not thermal vision like Predator, but it's a thermal printer, like a receipt paper. It's really cool. I think I have some samples. I do not. Never mind. But you can also play games on here. You can create like a comic strip on here. It's pretty fun. And you can record video too, which is interesting. But I do plan on doing a video on this actually with him. He doesn't know that yet. But when I go out there, I think I'll probably be out there in Ohio beginning of September. No, sorry, beginning of October. I'm going to try and do a collab with him with this because he has one too. But anyway, that came in the mail a little while ago, like a month or so ago. It's pretty cool. But yeah, what else have I gotten in the mail recently? Does this count? I guess this counts. It's one of my... here's one of my prints. It's available on the store. I got a couple more. This is pack film. Hang on. There we go. This is, I shot this with the Polaroid 250 with the FP100C when I was downtown Portland. I live near Portland. I'm not in Portland. I'm about 15 minutes north of Portland on the Washington side. But yeah, I went downtown Portland, shot that. It didn't spread all the way, and I think it made it even cooler. That showed up. This is one of the fixes. So yeah. The other, the one that I originally got, they had screwed up and messed up some of the white. It was all like dirty looking. So I had to reorder it and get that sent out to Jenna. She actually bought one. If I can get it back in. Yes, like the Game Boy camera. And actually, I want to test the Game Boy pictures on that frame that I showed you earlier. I think that might look cool. Be a cool way to display those. I don't have a Game Boy camera though. Dave does. He has a whole channel dedicated to it now. Not channel, Instagram page. I can't remember what it's called. I don't remember what it's called. I should probably know that. He doesn't post often, but it's pretty cool. And he like custom painted his camera. It's really sweet. I hope he does a video on that. He did a live stream, like a live painting stream of it like months ago, but that's about it. I wish he would do a full video on that because that was really friggin' sweet. And I also want to get a Game Boy camera. He actually has a way to get the photos off of the Game Boy and transferred to the computer and then be able to print them or share them digitally. There's someone that sells this like device, but I guess it sells out really quick, and he was lucky enough to get one. I think that's why I don't have a Game Boy camera yet, because I know I'd have to buy that first. I do have Game Boys. I've got several. I got some up on the shelf over there. I got one back there too somewhere. Yeah. I think that's the last mail stuff that I've gotten. I get stuff every now and then from companies. Oh, this isn't a bad example, but this is one of the photos I took. Wait, there we go. You can actually get better quality than that out of it, but that's an idea of it. It's pretty sweet. And I'm like looking around here seeing if there was anything else that I got, and I just forgot. I went to Blockbuster this past weekend. The last one. I'd been there before. It was a second trip. But yeah, I think that's really all I've gotten. Here's an update for anyone that watched my Instagram live a little while ago. I got this one. Lomography sent me a wide camera to do a review on. Update review. I already did one a while ago, but this camera, the flash don't work. It was brand new. Flash didn't work. It's broken. So the update is they just sent me a new camera. So shout out to you, Lomography. Thank you. You guys are pretty cool. I like your products. I'm not a beer guy. Never have been. I've tried lots of beer. Not for me. Not for me. For this stream, I'm drinking a LaCroix. It's passion fruit. But for alcohol-wise, I'm more of a hard cider guy, and then of course, some whiskey and some vodka, a little bit of rum. I like some rum. That's about it. How do you get the sky so blue? Magic. No, it's not magic. Underexpose. That's it. And make sure the sun's behind you. When you're shooting, when you can, you want to make sure. It depends if you're shooting. You did say Polaroid, right? So yeah. So with Polaroid, with Instax, if I'm outside on a sunny day, boom, no matter what, it's underexposed by one stop. But for Polaroid, I just move the dial mostly all the way down if it's like a bright sunny day, if I can get the sun behind me, and yeah, just shoot away that way, just underexposed on the metering. And a lot of people ask me that. Some people think that they're fake, but they're not fake. I have the real ones to prove it. I just put them away actually earlier, so I can't prove it. They're buried. Do I have any extra around here? Nope. But yeah, that's how you do that. Underexpose is your friend. Is the Instax Wide 300 a good camera? They're all the same, to be honest. I personally have not used the 300. I have a friend that has one, and he doesn't really use it, but I emailed him literally like a couple days ago and asked him if he'd sell it to me. But he's like, nah, I still use it. But he would let me borrow it for a video. They're all the same. All the Fuji ones are just the same. They're just slightly different looking. So what I tell people is just get an older one. Like I have back there, I did a video on it years ago too. The 210, it's great. I got it for $30 on eBay. So I just get one of those. So, or if you want to spend the cash, these are kind of expensive, but these are pretty cool. They're pretty fun. I was harsh on it in my original review I did a couple years ago. I was a little too harsh, but I actually do like this camera. It's quirky. You get some interesting shots, but man, you can get some epic shots. I think I have one right here. When I was out this past weekend, my buddy Caleb shot a photo of me, and it's the greatest freaking photo ever. Look at this thing. Look at that. Hang on. Look at that. That was shot with the Lomo. His Lomo, not mine, but he had one too. But yeah, ooh, focus it. There, look how sharp that is. It's pretty sweet. It's pretty good. It's really zoomed in. But as far as Fuji branded ones, honestly, any of them are just fine. Well, hello there. Hello. Welcome. What color Polaroid duochrome would you want them to bring back or make? Okay, I want them to make a purple. And I want them to make an orange. Those are my two that I want to see. And blue. Even though they made it already. But I do like the blue one. I still have like one box of that. And I have two greens I've been meaning to make a video on. I've even traveled with one pack and never shot it on a plane. And I traveled to Blockbuster with some and never shot it either. So that film pack is probably toast. We'll find out. You're gonna give me Jack Black vibes. What'd I do? Jack Black. What did I say now? I like Jack Black. Jack Black's awesome. Can you do on? Yes, that's coming soon. Here it is. That video is coming. Actually, I'll give you a little sneak peek. I won't show all of it, but just take my. Oh, there is SQ6 review. Oh, that's all you get. That's coming. It's going to be coming in October. But so far, that camera's amazing. I really like it. But yeah, I'm still testing it out and shooting photos and stuff. Because I don't just make a video when I get it. Like, oh, here it is. Awesome. Now, I'm going to go walk out, shoot a video real quick on it, and then put out a video. I don't do that. I test them thoroughly. For at least, I try to use the cameras for at least a month or so before I actually do a review video, because I just find that to be the most helpful, the most informative, to be able to offer y'all the proper thoughts and proper stuff. Because when you first glance at something, you overlook certain things. Like for instance, my beef with this camera when I first got it, and I did a review on it in 2020 actually, was this lens cap. This lens cap is a remote, super cool, and if you forget to turn off the camera, which I do for some reason all the time, because it's not like a normal way to turn on a camera. It's like this little switch. I don't know. It's weird. But you put on this lens cap and you try to push it on. I was taking pictures. I blew through like a pack of film just by doing that. It was rough. But that's an oversight, and that no one talks about. So I try to bring that to people's attention when I do my reviews. So yeah. Anyway, long story short, that SQ6 coming soon, about a month or so. Well, yeah, October. Yeah, I'll probably be out in October. You have the 300 and love it. It's great. Yeah, I've never used it personally, but it operates just the same as all the other ones, to be honest. Did you know lomography is from Australia? Are they? I did not know that. I've only known of them in they're in Brooklyn, New York. Love my 500 AF. That's a rare camera. That'd be a cool one to check out. Meow. How's it going? Yes, I love mine and cannot wait to see how to better use it. Yeah, that's what it is. Impulse. Opinion on Impulse. I talked about it actually a little while ago. So I do have one. It's out there. I wonder if you can see it. Hang on. Let me see. Yeah, there it is. You can see it in the right corner on the shelf. It's the blue one. But it's the flash doesn't really work that much, so I never actually really got to utilize it or use it. When I was last weekend, I did get to shoot a one picture through a friend Caleb's. So technically, I guess I have used one. It's pretty cool. It is pretty cool. I would love to be able to use it more because mine's broken. I mean, I can just shoot it outside on a sunny day, and I probably should do that. It is summer out right now. I probably should do that. Take the opportunity to do it when the weather is good, because yeah, the flash doesn't work. So if the flash doesn't work, if it won't fire, the shutter speed is matched to the flash. So the shutter speed's super fast. So if you can't turn off the flash, you just can't on that camera. So it's fixed. And so if you can't compensate for the flash, you have to be in a bright sunny day. That's why I'm. Did I mute myself? Well, it should be working. What's going on? Hold on. Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? You should. I'm seeing all the meters. Everything should be good to go. About 14 comments just came through, right? I'm trying to scroll here. Nope. Wow. Australia and Europe. Fascinating. Did not know that. So I got my Impulse for free. I paid about $80. No, I paid $70, I think, for it. Received it and it didn't work. The person said it worked, and they're like, "Yeah, too bad. Sorry, pal." I'm like, "Well, that's not right." And so, I told them like what was wrong with it and all this stuff, and they're like, "Yeah, whatever. It was sold as is." So I put it on Facebook. Facebook was just like, "Yeah, boom, here's your money back." I'm like, "Okay." I basically got it for free. $20 though, that's a sweet deal. Have you heard about the Polaroid? No, wait, no, I don't think I have heard of that one. I know there's some weird ones out there as well, though. Maybe I have. I'm just not registering the name. You think Polaroid will make a new? No, that'll never happen. It'll never happen. Ever again. Cost. Simply cost. If you think about it, back in the day, they were iPhone. And in fact, like Apple pulls from, like when Steve Jobs was alive, he pulled from Edwin Land for his philosophy and style and the way he presented stuff, all of that, right? Back in that day, that was like an iPhone. It was a huge deal. This was a technological advancement of a camera to be able to push a button, boom, and you have a picture, right? Huge thing. But in the cameras back in the day, don't quote me on the price, but gosh, I think they were like like $1,000 back then. I don't think so. Equivalently with inflation, let's look it up. Let's find out. But they'll never happen again. It's because of the cost to make one. I hope they do make a Polaroid Go folding camera that's not SLR, but just like a full, like it looks like a SX70 camera that you pop open, but it's plastic and stuff. That would be awesome. But they'll never make a SLR camera ever again. SX70 original price. Okay, it was $180. And it was nearly $7 for a pack of 10 photos. Now, what would that be in today's money? I want to say it's probably like $500 in today's money. Oh, never mind. Equivalently, for inflation, based on inflation, it would have been $1,200. Oh my God. Wow. Dang. They only sold 700,000 of them. I mean, yeah, it was a lot of money back in the day. It was a high thing. It was status. It was like when the iPhone first came out. If you saw if someone had an iPhone, you're like, whoa, iPhone, wow. But yeah, so it was like a $1,200 camera back in the day. It's crazy. Crazy. But yeah, we'll never see an SLR camera by them again. Just because of the fact that they'll have to charge probably that much money for one, and who's gonna spend that money on a film camera in a digital world? We're still a very small community in the grand scheme of business. Why do you think Polaroid still puts their name on digital cameras and other weird products out there? Because that stuff sells probably more so than the cameras, like instant cameras. Film, sure, they're probably making good money on that, but cameras themselves, camera sales, it's more of a little shelf candy, basically, just to have some cameras out there. I don't think we'll ever see an SLR camera by them. It'll have to be somebody else. And you're going to pay for it. A lot of money. Here we go. Here's a good question. What camera's on the top of my bucket list? It would probably be the Mint RF70. Yeah, that's probably my top one. But as far as a Polaroid camera goes, I would say the Legoland one. I know it's a weird one, but I mean it's expensive. It's like a $500 camera. Just because of my past, I have a past with Lego. I got my start, my original. What do people call it? The financial freedom or whatever you want to call it, based on Lego. That's how I started my original business and got things. So it'd be really cool to combine the two. You know, like I have a Polaroid camera, one of my hobbies, and what I'm doing now, and in remembrance of like, hey, where I started with Lego. I think it'd be cool. But I don't think it'll ever happen because it's a lot of money for a camera. For just like a 600 camera, it's not like that crazy, but it'd be pretty sweet. It'd help if I read. You're saying Austria. My bad. No, you didn't. Not. No, I'm dumb. I missed what that was about. You must be talking about them too. Gotcha. I'm pretty sure that PC100 was one of the digital. Okay. Yes. I think I know what you're talking about. I have seen that. It's like a web camera. I think I know what you're talking about. But that'd be pretty cool. I do search for that stuff quite often. I do need to get. I wonder if I could bring in. I know I can bring in my desktop. Let me see if I can bring in my desktop. We can do some fun web searches of cameras like Polaroid, like those obscure ones. Web browser. Wait, no, I don't want that. I want desktop. There it is. Desktop capture. Come on now. Let's load it up. Local. There we go. Display 1. And okay. Oh shoot! No, you can't. It won't work. It's gonna look really weird. Hang on. Want to see something weird? Want to see this? Oh! Yeah, I have an ultra wide monitor, so the aspect ratio isn't gonna work. Oh well. Well, yeah, it won't work. I'll mess with that later. That way, maybe we can do like a hangout stream, do some deep dives on the internet, and just chill. That'd be pretty fun. I think that'd be a fun. Maybe do like on a late night, like a Friday night, just chill stream. Find weird stuff on the internet. Yeah, that's all I've got in the mail today. Oh, Paco's back. What's up, Paco? He's shy. He's shy. Yes, I have seen that camera. That one's really cool. For a while I wanted to do a collection of those like themed cameras, but man, that would get so expensive so fast. Because a lot of those cameras, they're like several $100s per one. Some are even more. Like there's the EMS camera, that orange one. Sometimes that one, I've seen it go as high as almost $1,000 for that camera. It's cool, but man, that's expensive. Plus all the retrospect ones. Yeah, it's an expensive hobby. For sure. Super expensive hobby. That's not even to shoot the photos. That's just to buy the cameras if you wanted to go that route. Man, the film alone, Jesus Christ, expensive. Yeah. So I think that's it. I think I'll wrap it up, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out. This is fun. I'm gonna be start doing live streams again once I get the stupid cable long enough to be able to do my switching, pushing comments and things like that. I don't have a long enough cable right now, so I gotta buy one. And once I do, yes, you can see we're doing a Halloween contest like we did with Stranger Things. Yes, something like that. Yeah, but it won't be a Stranger Things themed contest. There'll be something. That's all I'm gonna say. There'll be something. But of course, there will be the Halloween special coming, and of course, that will be Stranger Things themed. I just think it's fun. But yeah. So what I was saying before is I'm going to be doing weekly live streams again. This year I kind of went off and never did it. Last year I was pretty regular, but this year I'm going to start soon. I'm not sure when, but I need to start doing that again. I do miss live streaming. It's super fun. It is very, very fun. And I want to start getting into a schedule again. I got to pick a day, maybe on the weekend or something, maybe on like a Saturday or Friday night or something like that. No, I'm not familiar with that one. There's so many cameras out there, and I really want to do weird camera videos, not just outside of instant photography, just weird cameras. But I might put that on Patreon. So if you guys aren't a Patreon member, consider checking it out. You also get something mailed to you every single month. It's pretty cool. So consider checking it out. It helps support the channel, all that good stuff. But that's all I got for you today. Thank you so much for watching. Ooh, here we go. Got my credits going. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love hanging out with y'all, seeing your beautiful faces in the comments via the internet, that is. And I got some cool videos coming soon too. Can't wait to share those. My Mythbusters series is coming too. Yeah. I've bit off so much more than I can chew that I'm so excited for. Yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll catch you in the next live stream and video, maybe. Yeah. I'll get out there, make some art.